With Ozzy for 20 years, what was the best piece of advice you got from him?
No, I mean, it's just, I'm trying to, how, because my whole thing is I always just say, lions hang out with lions. I mean, like the guys that roll in Black Label, they have a work ethic, and they're not idiots where you gotta coach them along and bring, dude, you either have a work ethic or you don't have one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just like, as far as with Oz, I mean, it's just him and my pops, they just both had work ethics of doom, and Ozzy's got to show up at 9 o'clock, and no matter how banged up when we were drinking and everything like that, no matter how banged up the boss got the night before, whatever he had to do the next day, he was there, like an ox, dude. I mean, the fortitude of an ox, man. I mean, it was just like right there. Okay, what do you need me to do? I mean,
that's amazing.
I mean, yeah, ridiculous, man. I mean, but the whole thing is, no, Oz. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, if there was ever like any of us just bitching and moaning about something, if it's just like, oh, you got to be kidding me, man, or whatever. I mean, that's just, whether we're working at McDonald's or you're Donald Trump. There's still things that are going to agitate you or just piss you off or whatever. But I mean, because you want things to be done right. But I mean, but Oz would always just, all right, what time are we on stage? 9 o'clock? Oh, let's go do this. You know what I mean? It was never, and being around the boss, I mean, he was just always the coolest dude. Always would sign the last autograph. Would always take care of everybody. Was always cool. Like he just didn't have time. He was just like, and I'm just telling you, like all the guys that I know are super successful are all the coolest, nicest guys. I mean, they're not dicks and they're not jerk offs and they're not just like, I mean, you hear some of these horror stories from some of these other guys. I mean, I'm just like, I don't understand it. I mean, and, maybe it takes more energy to do that than it is just to, be cool, say hi to somebody. I mean, I just don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Ozzy's drinking. Okay, in their prime, who could drink more, Ozzy or Lemmy?
Well, no, I mean, it's just, Lemmy's got the fortitude of an ox as well. I mean, I've like with both of them. So, I mean, the whole thing is, no, I mean, I think, I don't know. I think the boss would go usually, he would just, because he devours more quicker.
Yeah.
Lemmy's more like a tortoise, where the boss was more like the hare.
Okay.
When it comes to drinking, Lemmy will just maintain all night, whereas the boss is just like, I want to leave the galaxy, not the planet, the galaxy, as soon as possible.
All right, I need you to sell a debate around the office. When I knew I was
here, let me put it this way. Here you go, Lamont. This is a good analogy. Like, put it this way: you could put 3 bottles of Crown Royal in front of them, 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, and 2 cases of beer in front of them. Both of them will finish both of them. Oz will finish it all in about an hour and a half. Lemmy will drink it all night.
God, that's impressive. Ozzy could do
that. But both of them will finish it. Whether Oz is standing at the end of the night, that's a whole other issue. But both of them will finish it. But it'll be, Oz will finish it within an hour and a half. Lemmy, it'll last all night.
Wow, that's impressive. Ozzy is an impressive man, and you always hear about Lemmy.
Yeah, one's more about, Ozzy's more of a dragster. Lemmy's more of the NASCAR. You know what I mean?
All right, he's going for the miles. He's going as long as he can.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going for the Daytona 500. Oz is going for the 232 miles an hour and a quarter mile.
That's a good analogy. I need you to help kind of sell a debate around the office. When I knew I was going to interview you, I wanted to know your Mount Rushmore of metal, and we've had a bunch of different names thrown around, so I wanted to kind of get your list of who the top 4 guys in metal would be.
If I had to put 4 guys up there, I mean, or would it be 4 bands?
We were going with guys, but if you want to go with bands, we can do that too. I mean,
if you got to go, I mean, for me, guitar playing wise, I mean, for hard rock, for this genre of music, you have to go Pope Page, Lord Iommi, and especially with I mean, I think and especially with hard rock, I mean, you'd have to put Saint Dime up there, because he brought the metal genre to a whole nother level. Not just guitar, but I mean an actual style of music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, because when you hear all those bands now that are in that job, it's all directly from Pantera and Dimebag and the guys. You know what I mean? So you'd have to say Dimebag up there, and then either, and, you got St. Rhodes, you got Wyoming up there, and you'd have to throw Father Van Halen up there. You know what I mean? With everything he brought to the table. I mean, he reinvented, because, you got Father Hendricks over there. If he's Jesus Christ, obviously the second coming of Jesus, he's the Jesus Christ of electric guitar. I mean, the second coming is Father Van Halen, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's undeniable.
We've been talking about this for a couple of days now. It's a fun topic to talk about, and we just haven't been able to narrow it down. And I mean, all four of those guys are great. So those are good, just as good as anybody else.
You can't. I mean, there's other guys we can mention, but I mean, put it this way: you're not gonna lose the mortgage of your house on that bet going to Vegas with those guys I just mentioned.
Exactly. You just talked about Dimebag. Being from Dallas and the Arlington area, can you give us your favorite memory of Dimebag?
Oh, I mean, actually, this place that we're going tonight to hang out with Jimmy Dunlap. I mean, me and Dime did some drinking over at this place. I mean, we definitely did some damage to the livers and the pancreas and the kidneys that night. But I mean, put it this way: I always tell everybody with Dime, I mean, he really was the host of hosts. I mean, it was just like put it this way: if he wasn't the amazing legend that he was, he could have been the same legendary guy, but as a party planner and a guy setting up weddings, bachelor parties. I mean, as a party coordinator, man.
Did you ever hear the story about them breaking the Stanley Cup at Vinny's house?
Oh, my God, I know. They were, drinking out of it the whole 9 yards. Yeah, they put a dent in it or something.
That was legendary. That's one of the best Dimebag stories I've ever heard. So.
No, I mean, the whole thing is no matter how banged up those guys get, the next day when they hit the stage, it was an unstoppable wrecking force, man. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, I'm saying the pure energy and power that came off the stage when they did shows was absolutely unmatched. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah,
but
they're great.
But hands down, I've seen them do festivals in front of 60,000 people. I mean, just mind blowing, dude. And I've seen them do the small places, but I mean, it was the whole hard heavy metal genre just brought to a whole nother level, man.
Yeah, they were great. I'm fortunate enough being in the area where I was able to meet them a couple of times, and a couple of the highlights of my life. This interview and those guys.
It really was. Those four guys together was really something special.
Well, Zakk, I want to thank you for your time. I know you got to go, but this has been a pleasure, and thank you.
All right, Lamont, I'll talk to you in a bit, brother.
All right, man. Take care.
Take care, buddy.
Right, bye.